let's also address two things that's very close to India and Karnataka for that matter. After Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai took over, there's been a coordinated pattern of attacks, or at least media reports, which suggest that there is a rising Hindutva force in Karnataka that is hellbent on, among other things, love jihad as well. So what is love jihad? Is it an actual thing? Because I think during the anti-conversion law protests, I saw the Christian community and Archbishop Peter Machado clearly stating that there is nothing called as the love jihad. And this is just some very poor phraseology used by the right wing to garner Hindu votes and communalize the society.
Okay, there is no love jihad. I agree with all of them. Okay, we will assume for a moment there is no love jihad. And I will not concede, however, I will assume. My problem is not with marriage, is not with two people of different communities, different castes getting married. And please let me tell them that this society that they say is regressive and this and that and all that, enacted the Special Marriage Act in 1956, which allowed people of two different practicing faiths or two different castes or two different whatever else societies come together, right? My problem is when you have to convert to get married. My problem is not marriage. I will presume that it is the most divine love ever, better than any Rama and Sita, any Romeo and Juliet. These are two people who can't live without each other, and they will go to the moon once they get married. My problem is, why should the girl convert? Okay, what happens when the girl converts? Has anyone gone into those? I want all the feminists to listen to me and tell me if I'm right or wrong, whether they are in agreement or not. See, in every case of love jihad, where is the problem? The problem is when the girl who's going to school or college is converted into Islam and then that person marries her. Correct or not? What is love jihad? Love jihad is that, right? Using Islam or jihad, to trap a girl, right? At least that's how we understand it. So there you have it. What happens when the girl, my fundamental question is, why should the girl convert? Why can't they both get married under Special Marriage Act? Where is the problem? They don't do that. Why do they convert? And once they convert, what happens to the girl's rights? My concern is there, right? I'm concerned about the girl.
Right.
The girl could be Christian. I am surprised that some archbishops spoke in Karnataka. If you ask me, the community that is suffering more than Hindus in Kerala is Christians, where they're losing their girl children. Okay.
Now, that's true. The church has spoken about it in Kerala. Yeah.
The Kerala church is up in arms with the government against this, because they have lost more girls than Hindus. Okay. What happens in all these cases? I'll just give you what is personal law in India. Personal law is marriage, right? A Hindu has a different way of getting married and different laws to govern it. The Muslim has different, the Christian has different, so on and so forth. The next one is succession. I'll just try and simplify law as much as I can. The next is succession. That is inheritance. My dad has a property or my grandfather has something. How do I inherit it? Okay. These are the two fundamental laws that are personal to every community. Hindu, Muslim, Christian, etc. What happens when a Christian or a Hindu girl converts to Islam? First and foremost, if I am a Hindu or a Christian and my husband, when I am living and not divorced, there is another woman, I will simply book him under for 494 IPC for bigamy. I will put him behind bars. I'll say, how dare you marry another woman when I am around? Can you do it in Islam? The man himself is empowered with 4 marriages. Me, 3 of them after me, 2 before me, 1 after me, or whichever, in whatever combination he wants to do it. Polygamy is allowed in India. Polygamy is allowed for Muslims in India. So there I lose my right, first right. 2, God said, what nonsense. You cannot desert a woman like this. And the law was simply enacted following the judgment. Now, so that is that talaq still remains. One talaq still remains, where the man. So the Supreme Court banned this triple talaq, and I won't go into the details of all of that. Subsequently, there was a legislation which was also opposed quite vigorously by the opposition parties especially by the Muslim Personal Law Board and so on and so forth. However, the government felt it only right to correct the wrong that Rajiv Gandhi was responsible for in 1986.
Yeah.
So the Congress party, with a view or the agenda to appease, because they are controlling the Muslim man's vote, and they believe that the man is going to go and tell his wife what to do and what not to do. Today that has changed. The Muslim women in UP vote for Yogi.
Yeah.
Because they have been protected by this triple talaq law. So I was speaking of what is lost by the non-Muslim woman when she enters Islam. So I am looking at it purely from a gender point of view. So your polygamy is your problem. Talaq happens. Again, this fellow can say talaq to you. It's not that he can't ever, right? The husband can. And there is another way of doing it, which is they have an iddat period of 90 days and so on and so on. She should not be pregnant and all of that. But talaq remains. Only triple talaq is gone. So there you have it. Now, when it comes to succession, I'm not saying it was all hunky-dory in the past for the Hindus also, right? But today, the average Hindu woman gets an equal right. What matters is today what the law is as it stands, right? In the 90s and post 2000 also, there were many judgments that came from the Supreme Court which ensured the wife gets her equal right in property. But in Islam, what happens? If there is no child, she gets 1/4, otherwise she gets 1/8. It's an equal right everywhere else. You understand? And, like I said, talaq is such a skewed subject. We won't go into it. It's not easy for the woman.
Yeah.
So why socially you're going to suffer? You have to wear a burqa. Right?
Yeah.
Your education might suffer. I don't know. There may be some great to help you out. Not all of them will take you to ISIS. Some of them may help you pursue your studies also.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I don't want to make any sweeping generalizations, but you can't enter a mosque.
Correct.
Except Sabrimala, you can go to every temple. You can't enter a mosque. So these are your social losses. About any these are all fine as long as the love is pure.
Right.
If you ask me, everything is fine, and if the love is indeed pure, there should not be any conversion. Go ahead, get married to whoever you love.
Right.
Marry under the Special Marriage Act. Why conversion?
Right.
And have you seen, the name of, I don't know whether I can say these names. Saif Ali Khan's son is Taimur. He's not Ramchandra. Somewhere, why does the woman give up the right to name her child? I don't know. Amir Khan's son is some Islamic name, although the wife is Christian, the wife is Hindu. So why does the woman give up all this? My question is that. All for love, is it? Great.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.